anti-racism icon Robin DiAngelo paid more than black woman for the same job. Oh, isn't that great? We should call them out. Every time this happens, we need to call them out. Because I can guarantee you, the same arguments they're going to use to argue why it wasn't somehow unfair for them to get paid more, it's going to be the same argument that we always use when they use this shit on us. If it doesn't work for us, it's not going to work for them. We cannot let them get away with this shit. Now, the prominent diversity consultant Robin DiAngelo raked in $12,750 for a speaking gig last month at the University of Wisconsin. That's where your taxpayer money is going, is to pay these colleges so they could hire diversity consultants. $12,750 for giving one speech, basically. This is why people go with the diversity grift. It pays very well. The useful idiots get shafted. The ringleaders, yeah, they fucking make out like a bandit. 70% more than the other keynote speaker, black female author Channing Brown, or Austin Channing Brown. University of Wisconsin-Madison's Division of Diversity, Equity, and Indoctrinational Achievement paid Channing Brown just $7,500 for her keynote address at its annual diversity forum, receipts obtained by the Washington Free Beacon show. The payments were negotiated with the Harry Walker Agency, a New York-based speakers bureau that represents both women's. DiAngelo has called such inequitable treatment as racist, as the racist heart of capitalism, claiming capitalism is dependent on inequality. If the model is profit over everything else, you're not going to look at your policies to see what is most racially equitable. Well, how about you go turn around and look in the fucking mirror? As she writes in her bestseller, White Fragility, she believes racism helps white people and hinders non-white people at every step of the employment process. She would know. She's part of that process. Whiteness has psychological advantages that translates to material returns. Again, she would know. She's an expert. The forum, which has run for 2 decades and attracts over 1,000 attendees. Over 1,000 attendees. My stream had over 1,000 people for a while. I guess I'm as good as this 2-decade forum, huh? With this year streamed entirely on Zoom due to the ongoing pandemic, probably had only 20 people watching. Because in most of these conferences, no one wants to fucking be there. I myself have been sent to conferences I did not want to go to, but work demanded it. It's like, oh, no, we're going there to help out this business partner. It's like, oh, you're going there to network, blah, 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 blah. No one wants to be there. But if it's online, no one has to be there. Almost every event from the 2-day forum is available online except for one panel in DiAngelo's keynote. Her address, the Office of UW-Madison Chief Diversity Officer Cheryl Giddens told the Free Beacon, was omitted because it uses a PowerPoint presentation, which is her IP. No, it's totally not so you can just keep extorting over $10,000 every time you talk, huh? Is that maybe the real reason? Yeah, the talk Seeing the Racial Water is one of DiAngelo's 2 standard keynotes. So you only have 2 speeches, and you go place to place and get paid almost $13,000 to give the same speech, the same one of 2 speeches every time. Sounds like a pretty sweet fucking deal to me. Holy shit. DiAngelo and Brown did not respond to requests for comment. Oh, I bet Brown wanted to comment, but she was probably being blackmailed by DiAngelo or extorted or something, or threatened. The pair were the only 2 speakers paid for their appearances, Giddens' office told the Free Beacon, in accord with what it described as the school's practice of only compensating keynote speakers. That means they just exploited everyone's else work for free. That means DiAngelo was also paid more than dozens of other minority presenters, a disparity that a devoted reader of her work would likely identify as racist. That's right. Why is it okay for you to be the only one to profit off of racism? That seems kind of racist. The payments reviewed through a public information request. That's one advantage of public colleges, like state-owned schools, is they are subject to these freedom of information requests. Are just the latest example of exorbitant rates D'Angelo charges for public lectures on anti-racism and white fragility, pop sociological concepts that have taken on new power amid America's current racial upheaval. As her influence grows, D'Angelo spoke to the House Democratic Caucus in June, so too do the payouts, with her average speaking fee up 125% since current year -2 alone. But capitalism is evil, guys! Spoken as I'm profiting from capitalism. This is the real life meme of capitalism sucks sent from my iPhone X. Like, this is the real life meme of that. D'Angelo's fee from the UW-Madison event was smaller than many payments this year. She now notes in her personal accountability statement that her average fee for an event in August of current year was $14,000. Another recent appearance at the University of Connecticut would have paid $20,000, but was canceled. A UConn spokesperson told the Free Beacon. Hey, at least the pandemic has another piece of silver lining. D'Angelo's accountability statement has been updated extensively since a Free Beacon report in July on her ballooning wealth, an apparent attempt to swat down damaging revelations such as her sky-high speaking fees or her 3 homes worth over $1.5 million. Now you see why we have so many social justice grifters out there? The ringleaders of the social justice movement, like D'Angelo, Sarkeesian, and others, they make out like bandits. All the rest of you are useful fucking idiots who are just being milked for all you're worth. And you're doing it happily. D'Angelo, who warns that the Free Beacon is a far-right website, nonetheless confirms the accuracy of its reporting. Now, maybe the Free Beacon and every other actually unbiased or right-wing news source, they need to do what Project Veritas does. Just sue these fuckers into issuing retractions constantly, because Project Veritas's wall of shame is the funniest thing ever. The Free Beacon reported that she is paid up to $30,000 for a 60 to 90-minute speech. That is a nice hourly rate right there. D'Angelo calls this figure enormously misleading before writing that her fees, in fact, can range as high as $30,000, which is well within the standard range for a best-selling author who is in high demand. But capitalism is evil, right? I guess not if I'm profiting from it. D'Angelo, who also writes that she received 7.5% royalties on white fragility, just shy of the Free Beacon's estimate of 8%, which would have netted her over $2 million in sales. And while D'Angelo has made her name demanding that white people stop avoiding difficult conversations, she did not respond to multiple requests for comment from the Free Beacon. They tried to contact her multiple times. It's like, hey, you going to respond yet? Hey, you going to respond yet? Hey, just following up. You going to respond yet? Of course she's not gonna. Although, to be perfectly fair, if I was her, I wouldn't respond either. I mean, what's the point? Now, damn, if I got caught in the act of something like this, what am I going to say? Am I going to try to deny it and then have them have evidence? Like, yeah, I fucking make a lot of money. So what? But she can't say that, can she? Because capitalism is evil. Uh-oh. Maybe she should have given the money she got for that speaking gig to the black woman. Although her star has slipped since the summer's upheaval, White Fragility no longer tops the New York Lives bestseller list. It remains at number 5 on the paperback nonfiction list. I don't know, man. It sounds like fiction to me, but okay. The payment from UW-Madison shows that D'Angelo remains more than comfortable. She and other prominent woke figures, such as Boston University's Ibram X. Kendi, seem set to continue to reap healthy payouts for years to come. And that's actually why I actually don't hate the ringleaders of the woke movement. They're just extortionists that have a good hustle. I hate the useful idiots who enable them. That is what's going on, man. You got, as usual, yet another diversity anti-capitalist type profiting handsomely off of wokeness while getting paid way more than a black woman for the same gig. Real interesting, isn't it? Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.